Mr. President, you have repeatedly stressed the global nature of this crisis. Could you please elaborate on this?
Yes, my understanding is that we are experiencing a crisis of the advanced economy after all the emerging countries and all the other continents had to cope with this adjustment, which appeared necessary in Latin America, in Africa, in the Middle East, and in Asia. And so it was, if I may, in 2007, 2008, the turn of the advanced economy with a very, very grave crisis, which took the form of three episodes. One first episode was the financial turbulences from August 07, say mid-07, up to mid-September 08. Then we had the dramatic intensification of the crisis from the Lehman Brothers bankruptcy up to end of 09, with a lot of decisions which were taken, lessons to be drawn, very bold decisions taken by governments, executive branches, and by the central banks. And then we had a third episode which started, which is the episode of the sovereign risk. And we are in this third episode. The epicenter of the third episode is in Europe and in the euro area, when the epicenter of the two first episodes were in the United States of America. In a way, the epicenter of the crisis has crossed the Atlantic. And it calls, of course, for being extremely alert and courageous when dealing with this crisis, which is again a global crisis of the advanced economy.
You've also highlighted the need to think about the long term in the Eurozone and in Europe as a whole. What exactly do you mean?
I really trust that we have, of course, to operate as effectively and successfully the crisis management, which is something very, very important. On the other hand, we also have to get an idea of what do we want to improve very significantly the economic union. I said myself that we had to make a quantum leap in the direction of economic union. And it appears to me that if we want to be sure that we reap all the benefits of the euro area, of the single currency, we have to improve significantly what has been already decided by the European, namely the Enhanced Stability and Growth Pact and the new pillar, which is the monitoring of competitive indicators and imbalances inside the euro area. In both cases, my belief, my strong belief, is that we have to be able to activate a decision-making process at the level of the center, a democratic decision-making process involving profoundly the European Parliament instead of the present fines. The present sanctions are fines. I trust really that if we want to be up to the long-term responsibility of the European, we have to embark on what I would call the activation of an economic federation by exception. When you behave improperly, you must have the activation of the entire body of Europe, including the European Parliament, to decide and avoid the difficulty in which one particular country or economy could put the whole of the euro area.